So, first off, can you describe your typical school day routine prior to school's closing?
Yeah, okay. So before schools closed, I got up at 6 a.m. and I would get ready for school. Then I'd leave at 7 a.m. and walk to the bus stop and meet a friend at the bus stop. And then I would ride on the bus for about 40 minutes to school. Once there, I would go to 3 or 4 classes a day. And in between those classes, I would have lunch and sometimes a break.
Mhm.
And then after school, um, I used to do soccer, so I would go to soccer practice, or I would wait with friends for a while before soccer practice and go to the library and do homework. And then after that, I would go back to the bus stop and take the bus home for 40 minutes and get home and start homework.
Okay. And what are some of the most significant things that you think have changed while you're doing school online in a pandemic?
I think the most significant change for me was not having to wake up so early and not traveling to school. That was a big part of my day that made me very tired, kind of made me dread going to school sometimes. Um, so that was a big change. And I also think that, like, the fact that I'm not in person with my teachers, I can't ask as many questions that I would during regular school. So.
Okay. And do you think that the overall shift in your routine's been a positive or a negative thing for you specifically?
For me, I think that it has been positive. Last year, I was super stressed out from school, and I felt like I didn't really have enough time in the day to get everything done because, like I said, like my schedule in the morning was wake up at 6 a.m. and then get to school 2 hours later, and I never had time to rest. And when I got home, I just had to start homework right away. Um, but I feel like now that I don't have to commute to school and that I'm still at home when I have breaks like lunch, if I need to like catch up in school, I have that time. And I feel like I have a lot more time for myself um, to like just enjoy myself rather than just be constantly going, doing school, stuff like that. So I think it has been positive for me.
Mhm. And going off that, do you think that there's been a change in your personal health, like how you eat or sleep or mentally?
Definitely. I think that this time to be at home and uh, just have this time, it has changed my sleep schedule a lot in a good way, I think. For most people, it might have been in a negative way, but I think for me, it was good. I get more sleep, and it's a normal sleep schedule.
Okay. And the next question is what about interacting with peers and like people your age? How has that been impacted by your new school routine?
Yeah, so I actually haven't really seen my friends and just people my age in quite a long time. Actually, like not as many people as I used to see. Like obviously, my sister is home, so that helps a lot, and I like to have her company and my family's company. And just more recently, I've started to hang out with a couple of friends. Like during school, you do online school together, stuff like that. But yeah, it's definitely changed a lot because I used to have a lot of school friends that you would just talk to in school and in the hallways in class, and I haven't been able to see them in a really long time. So yeah, it's really different.
Okay. And lastly, would you say that you're still learning and taking in information at the same level, or has that changed a lot based on your online schooling?
Um, Depends on the class, I think. But overall, I think that I'm still getting a good education and that I'm learning a lot. But I think that I would retain the information more and for a longer period of time if I was in the classroom because there's more pressure to fully memorize things when you're in the classroom rather than when you're at home. So yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.